waketh my ear to hear as the learned.
So then God put something in your, He said He gonna wake you up. You got me? Put something in your ear. You got me? Tree's gonna call me and say, Pastor, dust and dust and dust. Now God already put something in my ear. I tell Trees what God put in my ear, right? If she do what God put in my ear, now she started getting released, right? She said, where did he get that from? God woke me up that morning and put that in my what? Ear. You got me? Okay, watch this. Pass the paper. What is it? Help me, Holy Ghost. Isaiah 45 and 1.
Is inditing a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made touching the king.
Mm-hmm.
My tongue is the pen of a ready writer.
Yeah, my tongue is what? A pen of a what? Ready writer. You got me? It's almost like your spirit stands before God. God says something, you write it down. In your spirit, it comes out of your mouth. You got me? Huh? But a lot of people don't understand, so they just talk church lingo. I don't want y'all talking church lingo. I want y'all to study this word. I want y'all to have words and steps that you stand on for your family until your family get delivered, until your house get turned around, until your money show back up, until your body get healed. We're not playing no more with the devil. Ain't nothing we release it. You got what I'm telling you? Nothing we going to release it. You're going to learn this word, and your tongue is the pen of what? Ready, right. If you can sit down and hear the devil tell you stupid stuff, you ought to get your spirit right so God can tell you something, then it won't be so negative. If all you can think of is negative stuff and all you can talk about is what you're going through with, that means that you ain't hearing God. Let me prove it to you. You got me? You ain't hearing God. You hear me? Now let me show you when you can tell that a person hear God. And go back. Exodus 4 and verse 17.
And thou shalt take this rod in thy hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs.
So then God is saying to you, you're going to take this word, this is what you're going to say, and your house going to be okay. Now, how many of y'all going through something, but you ain't saying nothing because God done said something? See, when you going through something and God says something, you don't say nothing else because you waiting on this thing to come to pass. Hello, somebody? And all you doing is saying. You got me? You ain't talking because all you doing is saying. What? I've taught y'all. You just make the creed. You just keep on saying what God says say, right? Okay, watch this. Pastor, get for me 1 Peter. No, 2 Peter 1 and 4. 2 Peter 1 and 4. Cabbage, get for me
whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises.
Come on.
That by these
you got 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 4?
That by these ye may be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption.
Stop. Go with it from the Living Version. Go with it from the Living Version.
Okay. And because of his glory and excellence, he has given us great and precious promises.
Come on.
These are the promises that enable you to share his divine nature and escape the world's corruption caused by human desires.
Stop right there. When you start saying what you hear, right? You are partakers of God's what? Divine what? Nature. Why? Because now you got the rod in your mouth. Hello, somebody? It is God speaking through you. You got me? I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better stop this negative talk. I don't care what you see. Care what you see. Tell them what God said. Hello, somebody? There's enough judgment going around now than for the devil to use you against your house, against yourself, against everybody. Hello, somebody? So now you are partakers of what? God divine nature. Watch this. Ephesians chapter 1 and 1:18. And get for me Isaiah 2. Come on, let's ride, Tony. We good? I got him, Tony. I got him riding now. Come on.
The eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that ye may know what is hope, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling.
Okay, stop right there. Get it from the living, from another version. The eyes of what? Your understanding. What? Being what? Enlightened, right? Meaning that you're not sitting around. Listen, I let all these folks talk, Steve. They be around me talking. So sometimes I don't say nothing. I just let them all talk because you ain't telling me. You tell me what you'll do, what you'll say, but you ain't told me nothing God said. You ain't told me nothing God said. You just want me to know that you know the Bible. So I can't look forward to nothing but you. You got me? That's stuff I want y'all to start paying attention to, Dion, when people talk to you. What did they say God said? What can we look forward to? Or is they introducing, Breon, their self, Gerald, to you? I want you to think how wonderful they are, Tony. You got me? But what did God speak in their ear? What did God speak in their ear? And Isaiah 2 and 1. Have to get Psalms 119, 18. Come on, baby, let's ride.
The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem.
He did what now? Captain, I'm coming back to you now. Hurry, find it. On the word what? Say it again. No, you're right. Say it
Isaiah
again.
2 and 1, right?
Come on, say it again.
The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem.
Say it again. Nobody heard.
The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah
He
and
did what?
Jerusalem.
He did what? Captain said the eyes of your understanding being what?
Enlightened.
So, and if God tells you something, you should see something. The word that Isaiah saw concerning. Surprise come with this. For you to see something, you got to change. For you to see something, you got to change. They got all kinds of books. I read all kinds of stuff. But ain't nothing like going to God's class. People tell you the experience, but everybody don't get deep with God. There's very few people God take real deep. You got to do what? Isaiah did what? Isaiah was a bad boy, right? Why? Why Isaiah was a bad boy? Because when God talked, Isaiah saw something. When God talked to him, he saw something. Hello, somebody? But you walk up and all you see is negative. So that means God ain't showing you. What did Moses do? God showed Moses how he going to bring him out. I'm going to put a rod in your hand. Moses had to see something. Hello, somebody? But we got here, I saw this big building, didn't I? Y'all done with me. All the stuff y'all hear me talk about, everybody thought I was crazy. Nobody laughing now because I saw it. So you got to see something. Some of y'all are wrestling too much with self. You're having self-conversations, and you can't see what God's saying because what God said a lot of times won't make sense, and it won't make you look good at first. When I first started talking like this, it didn't make me look good. And people today still question me. Out of all the proof I have, they still question because God should not speak to me. People going to make you like that. God should not speak to me. Hello? Should not speak to you, Tony. You know? Should not speak to you. You know what I'm saying? You, Tony. Should not speak to you. But they don't know that God has decided he's going to talk in your ear. You got me? While they working the strategy, God done told you what to do. You got me? You hear me? From Steve, 3 years I haven't worked. My secretary said back there, I give the church more money than y'all give me, right? She said the church needs something. Tell my wife go to the bank. Just give it. Not that I'm rich. Physically. But mentally, I see. And my God shall supply all my needs according to sowed seed, I see that I got harvests coming. I walk by faith and not by sight. You got me? Huh? You understand me? I don't see how me and Pastor can prosper from being y'all pastor. I see that if I don't prosper this church, then I have some people who I could never turn. Are you them people that I could never get to see? Trust me, Moses was more anointed than I am. And he had thousands of people that died in the wilderness because they never could see what Moses saw. They never could see. Everybody wanted to be, his sister wanted to be, everybody wanted to be equal. They couldn't see what he, because they didn't have the rod in their mouth. You got me? Are you willing to make the sacrifice or to pay the price? That the rod of God can really be in your mouth, that not one of your words fall to the ground. You know what he said about the man of God? Not one of his words fell to the ground. You got to get in this place that when God starts talking, you are listening. You got me? Okay, let me show you something. Gabby, you found it? Come on, let's go. Pastor got to read. Living version. Come on. She had Ephesians 1:18. She thought I forgot.
I pray that your hearts will be flooded with light so that you can understand the confident hope he has given to those he called, his holy people who are his rich and glorious inheritance.
Your heart got to be what? Filled with what? Light. Meaning your heart got, write this down, got to be filled with the word. The word won't let you say something. The word won't let you hate. The word won't let you do what your nature want to do. So when you see people doing that, they don't have the word, so they need you. You got to tell folks, you really need me. You just don't know. You really need me. I really got to start showing you love. I really got to start doing things. I got to break whatever's on you. Do you believe you can break whatever on some people if you assign them? Yes, you can. Pastor Psalms 1:19 and verse 18. Let's go a little further.
Open my eyes. Open thou my eyes that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law.
Open my what? Eyes, right? Write this down. Revelation is being able to see what God's saying. Revelation is being able to see what God is saying. I speak this over this house. Everything blinding your spiritual vision, I call it to know now. Everything that's blinding your spiritual vision. Why, Bishop? Write this down. Revelation change your status. When you can see what God is saying, it change your status. That's why them demons know who you are. When you can see what God is saying, it change your whole status. So you stripped it out the scripture. It changed your whole status. Because now you become a divine partaker of God's revelation. Numbers, chapter 20, verse, Pauline. No, she ain't read, Pauline. Let's see, can she read, Pauline? Tell her it's on her. It's from the paper, baby. You can get it from your paper. Numbers 20, verse 8. It's on the paper. Pastor, you're going to get Mark 11. They didn't give her no paper. Usher, shameless. Mine. They trying to get you. They out to get you. Can we good?
Take the rod and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water. And thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock. So thou shalt give the congregation.
Okay, stop right there. Read again. Pastor, you got it from the Living Helper. Come on, read again. Show you something.
Take the rod and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water, and thou shalt bring.
Okay,
You want me to read this one? Okay.
do it again.
You
Watch
and Aaron must take the staff and assemble the entire community. As the people watch, speak to the rock over there, and it will pour out
Okay, look at
its
me for a
water.
minute. Now read it like this. Me and Steve, read it.
Steve and I.
Steve and Lord, honey. Let me take a drink, please. Steve and I. Okay, let's go, Steve and I.
Steve and I must take the staff and assemble
Steve and I must take the word and gather our family.
and gather our family
And speak to our bills
and speak to our bills
before our children.
before our
Speak to
children.
whatever it is God has laid in your heart before your children, and they have to obey. That's how you raise up children. Steve and I, Carrie, Brianna and I, and Jerry and I. Don't say me and Jerry. Me and Brianna. Jerry and I, Brianna and I, however it is, you hear what I'm telling you? No, I really want to tell you this. How could two walk together except they agree? This is what's wrong with our home. We don't want God to use who God is using most of the time. The name of this ministry, God gave it to my wife. I had to receive it. I wouldn't fight against it. I had just been praying for the building. I had a lot of the instruction he gave her. You got me? Now, who God used? But he needed to know what could I hear her? Because he was speaking through what? Her. You got me? That'll be another day that he'll speak through me, but he was speaking through her. So hear me. In certain situations, you and your mate can gather these kids together, or you and your mate can come together. And y'all can speak the stuff, and it has to obey what you say. It says that what rock had to do what, Pastor? It had to release that water. You got me? Do you really understand that he's put his word where? In your mouth. The reason why I'm saying this is this. Most of you women can do it better than we can. You know why? Most women study, get up early, pray, and they study this Bible. God talked to a lot of y'all women. You hear me? Now, you got some of these strong men that don't want to believe it. But my wife, I get up and go to the bathroom and go back to sleep. She don't go back in the bed until now 5:45. And 5:30, and Mother Page calls. No, I'm gonna pray in the morning. Look, I done stayed up all night. I stay up to 1:00. God, you gonna use me? I'll stay up all night with you. Booster sleep at 8:00. If I lay down, this body laying down. You got what I'm saying, Gerald? But my wife will get up. She'll hear what God's saying. At 3:00 in the morning, 2 hours or so. You got me? That rod sometimes be in her mouth. Now, if we're going to move forward, we got to agree that it's okay for God to use whoever he's going to use. That rod sometimes be in the babe's mouth. You got me? But there are times God will speak to you and say, gather the family. Speak to her, because why? I want the whole house to come into agreement and walk by faith. Together. You can move things. I got a couple more. Let me show you this right here. Go with me. John chapter 8, verse 12. Somebody get for me Job 6 and 25. Somebody else get for me Acts 2. Allison, get for me Acts 2 and 22. Come on, I'll get y'all out of here. Let's go. Who got John 8 and 12? It ain't on the paper. Pastor, you're going to read that from the paper last. Come on, Mark 11. Come on, who got it? John 8 and 12.
Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
So then when you follow what God is saying, you no longer walking in what? Lack of understanding. When you start walking in what God's saying, He's gonna start what? Open up your what? Your understanding. He's gonna start, you'll start seeing stuff before you see stuff. Hello, somebody? And said that Isaiah saw. You got me? Because now he's walking in God's word. Okay? Acts chapter 2, verse 22. Yeah. Gave that to Alice. Come on, Alice. Let's go.
Ye men of Israel, hear the word. Jesus of Nazareth, a man approved of God among you by miracles and
Stop. Jesus of what?
Nazareth,
Did what?
a man approved of God.
Approved. You hear me? You got to have what? The way you get approved, you got to have proof. The way you get approved, you got to have what? Proof. You got to have proof. You just can't have a conversation. The way you get approved for the next level or for the next thing, you got to start unlocking blessings. You got to have proof that I paid the price for this manifestation. Hello, somebody? Oh, this is going to be my year. Because the favor of God means that God is with me. He told her, "Hail Mary, you are highly what? Favored." When I started studying that thing, you are highly favored. She said, "How can this be? You still there looking at a baby. I'm looking at me. How can this be? The bishop, you do this, this, and that. How can this be?" He said, "The Spirit of the Lord going to come upon you." That means favor, meaning that the Spirit of God going to come upon me, and the things that I couldn't do, I'm going to be able to do now. I wouldn't be able to do it. She could not have a baby until the Spirit of the Lord, what? Unless she, two ways. Unless you're with a man, or the Spirit of the Lord got to come on. You can't do this unless you go get 3 jobs, except the Spirit of the Lord come on. I just said something. I don't know if you caught it. That's the stuff that you won't be able to do without going and getting 3 or 4 jobs. You got me? But if the Spirit of the Lord come upon you, so guess what she hollered saying? She'll wind up and say, what? Be it unto who? Me. Be it unto me. Be it unto me. Now I got to go pay a price. Now I got to let him put this word in my mouth. I got to speak things that don't look like nobody understand until they come to pass. You got me, Tree? Job 6, and whoever had it, Job 6 and 25 said, how
forcible are right words.
So now God got to give you certain words, certain scriptures that you got to say. So he ain't going to tell you just call Steve and the children together. Cabbage, you call Brianna and Kai and the children together. He ain't going to tell you that, man. No. Cabbage, when you call the kids together, you got to have a word that God gave you. You're not trying nothing. You got me? What if God give you a word for Breon Jr.? Out of the scripture. He don't want to hear but you. So I'm going to call him and his dad together and the rest of them, and I'm going to give you this word, and I'm going to pray. When you lose that word go to work right then and now, because it says what? The rock going to release. Hello, somebody? It means that's going to be a release when you open your mouth. You got me? As long as you got your mouth shut up, things won't happen. Hello, somebody? I think I gave y'all enough. Hosea 4 and 6 said, my people are the straw, for they like what? Knowledge. We got church, but we got to get knowledge. I don't want y'all right here saying just any and everything. You hear me? I want you to see what you're saying. And if all you can see is damnation, you ask God to give you some more eyes. If all you can see is struggling, you tell God this is not what you say. Hello, somebody? You said about you know the thoughts you have of me. You know the thoughts you have of my children. Come on now. I have saw Alicia praying some scriptures now. Hold on, I'll let Pastor read this. I'll show y'all one thing. Then we go. Pastor, go to the paper. Mark 11. From the paper, verse 14. Come on, I'm going to show you.
And Jesus answered and said unto it,
Uh-huh.
No man eat fruit of thee hereafter forever.
Mm-hmm.
And his disciples heard it, and they come to Jerusalem And Jesus went into the temple and began to cast out them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves, and would not suffer that any man should carry any vessel through the temple.
Mhm.
And he taught, saying unto them, It is not written, My house shall be called of all nations the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. And the disciples and the chief priests heard it and sought how they might destroy him.
Stop right
But
there. See, when you start straightening out stuff, people have a problem. You just can't do anything and use church any old kind of way. This ain't no club. We got to come here and do business now. You hear me? Not just changing stories. We want to do business. John, you got a testimony. Somebody else got a testimony. All that. Show me proof. He was the man of proof because he had what? Proof. Right? You got to understand how to start using this scripture. Pastor, do me a favor. Alicia, I was praying. It's a scripture. I got it written down at home. Praying. And the Lord said, turn it around at the gate. Don't you let it come in your house. I went and found the scripture that said, turn it around at the gate. So I ain't got to fight it once I get in my house. Y'all got to start studying this word now. That's why we struggle. You got to be able to say this stuff on a dime. Have it in your pocket, written down somewhere until you can memorize it. That joker coming at my house or coming at your house, and you start praying, but we didn't know this verse. Say, Lord, turn that thing around at the gate. In other words, when he get in my house, he can't come in. This is taking me years to get. Turn this thing around at the gate. You hear me? In other words, whatever in this house got to be covered and protected. He come to fight, steal, kill, and destroy, but turn around at the gate. You got me? You know what kind of mindset you got to walk in? I understand. We was raised up a certain type of way. But we got to drop some of that stuff and go back and pick up God's way of doing it. Can you hear me? Pastor, go to Isaiah 35. I'm going to show y'all something. Ooh. Verse 4. I'll show you something. No, verse 4.
say to them that are of a fearful heart, Be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance, even God with a recompense. He will come and save you.
I start praying that. Lord, do not let the spirit of fear come on me. Stuff I go through. You know what I'm telling you? I ain't that super on okay, he don't try me. The Lord, don't let the spirit of fear come on me. Strengthen my heart. Strengthen my heart. Come on now. We sitting in our yard Sunday, and the house around the corner was burning up. And the devil tried to say, well, you know, that could be. The Lord, don't let the spirit of fear come on me. Strengthen my heart. I know some of y'all don't nothing bother y'all. Y'all good. But you know, I think he talked to me a lot because I'm probably the weakest person here. But I go find stuff to try to make me strong, right? You know? Because, you know, when something happen somewhere else, the devil try to tell you that's going to happen to you. You know? I said, Lord, do not let the spirit of fear come on me. Y'all all said that, but y'all don't hear nothing I'm saying. You know, because I ain't Lord, do not let that come. I said, now, whatever that spirit is trying to come to me, release your vengeance against that spirit. That thing trying to come in my gate. Do not let that thing come in my gate. I'm teaching y'all too much, ain't I? Go down to the next verse. We'll go home. That's enough for y'all tonight.
Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped.
So then once you get this, then the eyes, people's eyes come open. Let their eyes come open to really what's going on. I do all this teaching. Some people still blind. They still don't y'all can have a conversation based on what I said. So what I said don't even help y'all. Because you don't receive it because you got to wrestle with it. Huh? It is nothing against nobody. This is how he do all of us. That devil is the devil, man. He do all of us. He's trying to make sure that we don't reach our goal. You understand what I'm saying? So guess, can I ask you a question? If you were going to Harvard, Brittany, you were going to Harvard, Travis, I ain't gonna even use Harvard. So when you was going, what school you went to that made you a professional chef? You could already cook. And you could already cook, couldn't you? But you went back to school to get the license and get the approval, right? So some stuff you do now because of what they taught you. And what you know, you can enhance it a little bit. But you still had to go through a certain training. You got what I'm telling y'all tonight? I know y'all know stuff. But we still all going through a certain bunch of little training. God going to enhance what you know to a whole nother level. So don't think you don't need this. You got me? I'm going to read this to you. Psalms, you just listen to it. Psalms 103 and verse 7. He made known his ways unto Moses and his acts unto the children of Israel. Meaning, God will make known his ways to you. This is how I'm going to do stuff. I'm going to give you my word, give you my sword, I'm going to give you my rod, and the children going to see the acts. He made known to y'all his scriptures. What the children see, they see the results of it. See what I'm saying about proof? Huh? You see what I'm saying, y'all, about proof? He got to make known stuff to you, but everybody else got to see the proof of it. That's how this thing works. You got me? This is how it works. We got to go a little bit further, because we have been denied to a degree, all because the enemy know that we don't know enough. But when we know enough, he got to let our stuff go. Hello, somebody? And I speak this over this house. That spirit of blindness over you coming off you. You're going to see what God is saying. You're going to know that this is God. You will not wrestle and question this thing. You will know. Okay? If they go back there and make sure that they got me off. Come on. We're going to pray and then we'll talk. Father, I thank you tonight for everyone that is here, for everyone that heard the word. God, we speak into their spirit. That God, the spirit of blindness will come off their spirit. That God, they'll be able to see, that they'll be vessels of honor. That God, when you speak, they'll see what the word of God is saying. They won't see their finances. They won't see their condition, but they'll see what you're saying. And somebody say, you know you can't afford that. You know you can't do that. They do it because they can't see it. They see what you're saying. Lord, open them up. Open them up. Now, somebody need healing, deliverance, or breakthrough. We come in agreement with your word. You're able to do anything, everything, and all. Do it for them now in Jesus' name. Amen. Let me say this, and then y'all can come. Is it off? They not recording me?
Nothing can stand against the power of our